What's up? And welcome back to The Usual Suspects. I am your girl, Shar Johnson with the guy, Brother Hiram, my king. What's up, babe?
Sweetheart, I'm in the building. Since we've been outside the building and now we're inside of the building, you look just as beautiful as you did outside of the building.
Well, thank you.
How you doing?
I am doing just dandy and yandy.
Listen, man, before we get started, I want to tell the people, man, look, if you really feeling what we're doing here at the Usual Suspect Podcast, please continue to hit the like button and help us in the algorithms. And don't forget to share and most importantly, subscribe to what we're doing here in Blackburn, Ohio. What we read from is the Reporter newspaper, which is a newspaper that's been in business for over 50 years here in this particular part of Ohio, which we call Northeastern Ohio. But listen, all the business is taken care of. Let's get right into what we're about to do. What are we talking about first?
Oh, we're going to talk about Yeezy. Get into it while at church.
Well, all right.
Kanye West and Paparazzi have long had a turbulent relationship, and the Chicago rap mogul has once again exploded on a few paparazzi for allegedly following him. Ye and his wife Bianca and son Psalms made a trip to church in Los Angeles on Sunday, June the 4th, and were getting tailed by paparazzi while riding in a black truck. Never want to hold his tongue, the Yeezy founder hopped out of the SUV and sent a threatening message loud and clear to the photographers in the parking lot. Like, seriously, bro? All of you motherfuckers stop following me. He could be seen yelling angrily in a video obtained by TMZ. Despite his desperate plea, photographers still managed to snap Ye hanging out with his 4-year-old son as he attempted to ride a bike around the parking lot.
Hey, listen, before I kick everything off, you funny as hell.
Like
You can cuss with no problems. What did Kanye say? Say that. What did he say? What did Kanye West say?
He said, like, seriously, bro? All you motherfuckers stop following me.
Okay, you said that real good. Now pronounce that P word you said 3 times.
Paparazzi.
It's paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
Okay, at least we got.
Oh, you paparazzi couldn't follow.
No, paparazzi. You ready to get into the cussing? Listen, man. Let's just get into it, man. Listen. First off, you know what? I don't get this. This is what I don't get. We got the video on the website. You can definitely see it, right? You guys can definitely see it.
It's in the entertainment section.
Right. Now, this is the thing that gets me. When people struggle hard to get to where they need to be in this entertainment business, you begging for Russell Simmons to knock on the door and give you a record deal. You begging for these record labels to listen to your demo. Please listen to my demo. And then you begging to be a star. Or if you're a rock band, you gigging all over the damn almanac. You're hooting in the blowfishing in the garages and everything. You're doing everything you can do to get the record deal.
Right.
And then some of these guys are weird. You get the record deal and you don't like the attention. Once it comes in the huge amounts, you have a problem with the paparazzi. I don't understand. That's what you wanted to do. You don't recall Michael Jackson having an issue with it because it comes with it. Plus, he was raised in that particular lifestyle. So about time he blew the hell up. Well, I guess he don't know nothing but blowing up, Michael Jackson. But people like Kurt Cobain, who was like manic depressive or whatever the hell, your man Kanye West, I'm completely confused why you are tripping. I cannot believe, Kurt Cobain, I believe. I have no choice but to believe that because of how he ended his life. I understand that.
Okay.
But with the Kanye West, okay, I just seen him about a week or so ago making friends with the paparazzi, signing autographs, telling people don't speak over one guy controlling the whole thing. And then I seen one of the paparazzis about to get into a fight, and Kanye broke it up. I'm gonna say it again. He broke it up. I saw that. So I think all of this, when Kanye does it, is just a kickoff to a new album or new music coming up. I don't think he's crazy like that.
I beg to differ. I just do. I personally know people that can be social in a social setting when they are in the mood to be social. But when they don't want to be bothered because you've seen them, in a setting where they're social. But if they're doing something like going out to eat, with their loved one or family member or with their kid or going to church, to be perfectly honest, it's time and place for everything. This is not the time I'm trying to be social. So at the end of the day, leave me alone. I'm not on that right now. Now, if I'm at the Met or I'm at a gala, I'm at an event where you expect for pictures to be taken and things to go on, of course, it's okay. But if you're doing something personal, I'm my child is out riding a bike. This is not free for all. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like what you're saying. I like that, and I see it. I'm gonna raise you. You have put on this. Let's take. Are you familiar with Kiss?
Yes, I am very. You know, I'm familiar with Kiss,
okay.
babe.
Are you familiar with Marilyn Manson?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We know they make up.
Right.
Okay. When you step into these shoes of being a mega star, you can't turn it on and turn it off unless you Kiss or Marilyn Manson. What do I mean by that? You could take it off, and before Kiss ever took out their makeup in the 70s and the 80s, you ain't know who Paul Stanley was, Ace Frehley was, Peter Criss was, Gene Simmons. You had no clue what they looked like until they unmasked, since the album Kiss Unmasked, okay? Until you realize, which came out in 86, right? But until you realize that's what they look like, they gave up the ghost. What do I mean? That means now they're going to get ran up to in the grocery store and all that stuff. So what happens? What happens?
Babe,
you already know what happens.
You know what, babe?
You can't say I don't want to get talked to. How dare you? You should take the note off of Elvis and Snoop Dogg and people like that. I bear witness. Snoop Dogg came into our record store and we was in the mall record store. Guess what we did?
What you do, baby?
We shut it down so he can shop. We shut it down and he bought almost everything in the damn thing.
That's right, because he did not. Now listen.
But he shut it down. He wasn't like, don't pick me, don't do this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, we accommodated his stardom. But people still was taking pictures. People still, what are you talking about? I don't want to be bothered. Don't go out while the daylight is on.
Okay, babe. Okay,
they gotta take pictures too.
I mean, I understand, babe. I understand that. Now we're in northeastern Ohio, and we host The Usual Suspect. My husband is very popular here where we are, and so am I. Babe, when I go see my grandchildren play football or I go to an event, I don't want to hear about, I don't want you coming up to me telling me about what's going on in the community so that I can put it on Akron Local News or telling me about the latest rapper that you want us to cover on the YouTube channel. I am here to watch my grandchild play football. I don't want to hear that. Not trying to be funny, but when we're out in social events and we have to be social and they're talking to us about the different events, yes, okay, take the pictures, hey, what's up, and hi. But when I'm out and I'm on date night with my husband, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't want to hear that.
See, you and I are different. That's what makes you and makes me me. You can't cut that off. I can't tell that person who's going to subscribe, I don't feel like rocking with you today. I can't tell you that. I can't tell that person who historically has came into the record store and bought some CDs and say, I don't feel like talking to you today. Hell, I felt like talking to you when you bought your ass up in the store and I sold you a CD. I felt like talking to you then. I felt like taking the time out talking to you as long as it took you to buy the damn things. I'm talking from back in the day when you used to have to play the CD, skip tracks and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a buck, man.
Man, I get it, but I believe that the paparazzi.
No, paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
You said it as close as possible.
I believe though, at the end of the day, y'all rag on him, when other people have something to say, but you steady want to follow him around and want to, get some of that money or get some of that
footage, footage,
or off of him. I don't blame him. Go ahead, tell him what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, he, damned if he do, damned if he don't. I'm just saying.
Well, listen, man. What we got next?
What we got next? We got Rick Ross car show. Super impressive, says Fayette County folks. Rick Ross' second annual car show was a huge success, and that's not only coming from the thousands of folks in attendance by Fayette County officials, who were initially reluctant about the whole thing. Fayette County staff tell TMZ Ricky Rossi's event planners did a great job communicating with officials and working with the county to make sure the event went on as smoothly as possible. Now, that's not to say everything was perfect. There were about 19 medical emergencies during the show, but EMS personnel were on site to help. 4 of those people were transported to a hospital and only 1 case wound up being serious. Sources say that the fire marshal made sure Rick and company were meeting code and the health department checked on food vendors. Everything passed with flying colors. Also, sheriffs were on hand for added security during the event.
That sounds pretty dope. Hey, check this out. I saw footage, matter of fact, we got footage on the Reporter newspaper online.com in the entertainment section. You guys check that out. Of I think it's an hour and some minute. I seen one. Was it Sundays or Monday? Well, I seen one footage. It's Rick Ross himself walking around, literally talking to the fans. He says, "I'm taking pictures with y'all. I'm out here taking pictures with y'all. I'm out here getting it." He was chopping it up with all these people. The vendors he was chopping it up with, people that bought cars, he was chopping it up with. He was real personal. And the incredible thing about this thing, how personal can you be? He had this thing at his house.
Right, on his property.
Man, It was so dope to see. And apparently the beef with him and Envy paid off for Ross. You know what I'm saying? Because the attendance was there. You can't pay for that promotion that they were doing back and forth, man.
Right.
The show was dope. It was hot down there. It was a beautiful turnout, and he did a good job, man. What you think, baby girl?
I think it's super dope. Saying that initially, they didn't want to give him a permit to have this event on his property, but he ended up getting it. They said, I guess last year was a big thing, and they just really didn't want to repeat
all that traffic jam.
Yeah,
and all that
for this year. And I thought it was dope that you was talking about when him and Envy went back and forth. I mean, it panned out for Ricky Rose, but Envy, he got some backlash. You know what I'm saying? You know,
right. But we don't know what his car show did.
Yeah, no, and
did
actually,
that happen yet? I don't think it happened yet.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't think it happened yet.
So we'll have to. Is it going to happen? Seeing that all the things that's going on, I have to do some investigation.
It's going to happen. What happened with somebody else in there? And I know Envy's name is being dragged through the mud right now.
Yeah.
His business can't stop.
I mean,
he ain't even going to jail for nothing.
I mean, yeah. So it did turn out to be a big hit for Rick Ross, and like you said, the footage, I think everybody will like that we have on the Reporter newspaper in the entertainment section, all the way at the bottom after the articles.
Well, listen, man, don't forget to check us out, man. Hit the like button. Let somebody know you like what we're doing. And it helps us in the algorithms to put our style in people's faces. And don't forget, if you're trying to promote you and your style in this particular market, we are in Blackburn, Ohio, Northeastern Ohio. You can give us a call at area code 330-937-2632. And we could put your face in the place. We could talk about what's happening from you and what you're trying to do. Shar, what's next, baby girl?
We got Diddy called out by baby mother after son Justin Combs arrest. Diddy's son, Justin Combs, has run into some legal trouble, and his mother is placing the blame with the bad boy's boss. According to TMZ, Combs, Puffy's eldest child, was arrested for DUI, that's driving under the influence, on Sunday morning, June the 4th, near Beverly Hills, California. The 29-year-old was pulled over by police after running a red light, and after an investigation, he was cuffed on suspicion of driving under the influence. While further details remain scarce, the former college football star turned actor and producer was booked on a misdemeanor DUI charge, and his bond was set at $5,000. After news of his arrest hit the headlines, Justin Combs' mother, Misa Hilton, took to her Instagram stories to fire off a series of angry messages aimed at Diddy. I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son, she began. The statement, a fish rots from the head down, means that it, in addition to being a major contributing factor in a family or organization's success, leadership is also the root cause of its failure and demise.
So she pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
So she said, I'm tired of covering for you, bruh.
Oh, yeah.
Your influence on my son is catastrophic. You done got my son acting this bad boy facade, getting his ass in trouble. He was playing football. She went there.
Oh, she went there. She said, the truth shall set you free. Act bad, she added, referring Puff's latest single with City Girls and Fabulous. Act bad, bad boy. I used to want to be a bad girl. I chose to be a queen. Tried and true. I'm not perfect, but I am intentional. And she put that in all caps. Then she continued by calling out UCLA, Justin's former school, in reference to her ex-partner's recent lawsuit against the spirits company Diego, who he accused of racial discrimination and neglecting his tequila brand. Then she busted out with this. I should have kept my child with me. Fuck UCLA too, she added. Everybody can get it. How you gonna come from one of the greatest to ever do it to making all your money off of alcohol and suing a damn alcohol company? Sell something healthy that builds people. I'm sick of it. Not mine. And then she issued Diddy with a warning. And she did it to his chief of staff too. And her name is Christina, who she tried, she said, to handle her. And Christina, if you ever try to handle me again, I will go straight across your head. Stay out the way. You are a nice person. Everyone is tough till it's time to be tough. Then she busts out with this at the end. Everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This where the buck stops for me. If anything ever happened to my son, God forbid, what is anyone going to say to me when we all know whose fault it would be? While Diddy has not yet addressed his son's arrest or Miss Hilton's critical post, the post has been since taken down.
Well, I guess I got to throw some degrees on it. This is just not some angry baby mama.
That's right.
She is someone who, she's a stylist. She styles some stars. She's a celebrity stylist. So she just ain't just an angry baby's mama.
That's right.
I'm getting paid off of.
She make her own. She make her own money.
Right. And so that's all I got to say about that. Big ups to her trying to be a mama cub and take care of her baby cub. What are we talking about next?
We're going to talk about Jay-Z. The New York court upholds a $6.8 million verdict in Parallax royalties case.
Let's talk about it.
Jay-Z has been awarded a total of $6.8 million in the Parallax royalties case, bringing his long-winded case to a final close. In a verdict that was rendered on Thursday, June the 1st, a 5-judge panel in New York upheld a previous ruling that not only was Hove not responsible for more than $67 million in damages against the fragrance manufacturer, but that the company actually owes the multi-billionaire some coins. There were multiple racial bases for upholding the jury verdict, and the plaintiffs have not set forth a sufficient bias to overturn it, ruled the panel, according to Wired Report. In total, the panel of judges awarded Jay-Z a grand total of $6.8 million in unpaid royalties, a price which included the original verdict plus the interest.
So Jay-Z just making money after the fact. So let me just break this down. So apparently, Jay-Z made a deal for some cologne, a Jay-Z style cologne.
Back in 2012.
Back in 2012, he did a cologne deal. It's for the Sean John Frank. I mean, whatever. Not the Sean John.
It's called Gold by Jay-Z.
Gold by Jay-Z. Right.
Gold by Jay-Z.
And so what happened was the company that produced it said, hey, Jay-Z wasn't supporting this thing big enough. Meaning he wasn't out promoting. He wasn't joining in the Macy's promotion that they had set up for him. He wasn't available. So therefore, it was a flop. So apparently by all points involved in the numbers, it was not considered a success. So they said, hey, we're going to sue Jay-Z because you owe us some money. And Jay-Z was like, what the hell is going on here? So they've been in a fight for a while. And as it turns out recently, Jay-Z didn't owe them no money. They found out that he was in the clear and he was justified to move how he was moving during the launch of that particular cologne brand. And they said, we owe you.
From the royalties.
From the royalties, from the little bit that wasn't such a success. This man got 4-point-something million.
6.8
and then it ended up being 6.8 million after the fact. So big ups to Jay-Z. He just keep making money. They say the rich get richer.
Well, what it was 4.5 million of unpaid royalties. It was 4.5. So after interest and everything, and they end up on him 6 point.
Did he have a countersuit, and that's what came out of the 6 point? Is that what that was?
Yeah, they said he did. Says although they didn't address his $6 million countersuit for royalties in November, the jury inside the appellate court then awarding him the 5.5 million.
Get up out of here. Listen, man, we want to tell you guys, man, the Reporter newspaper been in business for over 50 years. And allow me to show you right quick. Hold on. I like doing this. Been in business in over 50 years, you guys. Listen, this thing can be delivered to you in the tangible form. Just get on the phone, call, and subscribe. Get the subscription. Little to nothing, guys. Little to nothing. So you can see what's going on, not only on a national level, but how we see it here in Blackburn, Ohio, or Akron, Ohio. It's national news from a Akron, Ohio perspective as we giving it to you like this. And it also lets you know what's going on in LeBron James' hometown. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I love about it?
What's that?
Love about this particular?
What's that?
It's a black newspaper owned by black people, ran by black people, and telling you the stories and the entertainment as we're doing by black people.
And national news, politics, all that stuff. So get involved, get connecting and get involved. And get on your website, get on the website. That's the reporternewspaperonline.com. What we got next, girl?
We got Cardi B ordered to stop collection efforts in the defamation case.
Okay.
Cardi B has been ordered to halt all attempts to collect on millions owed to her by blogger Tasha K as a part of a defamation suit the rapper won earlier this year. As a result of Tasha K's recent bankruptcy filing, a Georgia judge ordered Cardi to cease her collection efforts, according to the court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com. Tasha's pending legal matters were placed on hold until the Chapter 11 case was resolved, the judge declared. Cardi sued the popular YouTuber after she created videos accusing the hip-hop star of being a drug-addicted former prostitute with an STD. Cardi testified during the trial that she suffered extreme emotional distress and her marriage to Offset was affected. It was reported previously that a jury in Georgia ultimately found Tasha K liable on 4 counts of and awarded Cardi B $4 million in damages. Cardi has so far been able to collect thousands from third parties, but except for last month. Tasha filed for bankruptcy in Florida court, so the rapper must pause collection attempts.
That's what, listen, a lot of people think that means
Tasha won't have to pay.
Yeah, but that's not what it says. It says until the Chapter 11 is settled. I want you to go further. That's why it's on there. I need you to show how much money Tasha says she makes with her partner and how much money's been distributed. And
Okay.
I believe this is what was happening, why she was taking so long to pay. A lot of people believe that she has enough resources, but they also believe that she's intelligent enough and got an intelligent team enough to put money in places and to make it reflect what it's reflecting. Go ahead and read it.
Okay, so she has listed, this is Tasha K, listed her assets in the $50,000 to $100,000 range.
Freeze. That means she said her assets, it says listed her assets
Yes.
into $50 to $100 range. Now,
$100,000.
$100,000 range. Now, assets is simply something that generates money. Liabilities is simply something that take away money. If it's a liability, it takes away money. It don't generate money. Assets generate assets.
Okay.
Assets. So go ahead.
While her liabilities total between $1 million to $10 million.
So let's say that again. She said her assets is $50,000 to $100,000. That's how much she generates, right? And she says her liabilities is anywhere from $1 to $10 million. Go ahead.
It says Tasha's largest debt was the $3 million owed to Cardi. The other liabilities includes $53,000 owed on her car, an undetermined amount to the IRS, thousands in credit card bills, and a substantial amount of unpaid legal fees. The blogger pulls in around $13,000 per month, with her partner bringing in $17,000 a month for a grand total of $30,000. She said that their monthly expenses total to $22,000, which leaves them with about $7,000 surplus.
Huh. So that's how it's reflected on paper, and that's how Tasha K was able to file bankruptcy in Chapter 11. Okay, so that means Chapter 11 means basically we're going to freeze what's going on, freeze everything you were responsible for until we settle this situation on how you're going to be able to pay this stuff back.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? And that's what it is.
Yeah, basically, that's what it is. So it's not like that she's just not going to have to pay Cardi B. It's just at this particular time, whatever amount
can't pay right now. That's what she's saying.
And then whatever she's receiving from the third party, she can't afford to pay that amount. So
whatever she's receiving from the third party, what are you talking about? Who is she? What are you talking about?
Whatever Cardi B is receiving from the third party who's involved, that Tasha K has to pay every month so that Cardi B can get,
her payments.
To get her payments. It right now it has to stop.
So how the stuff reflect? It reflects like she can't pay Cardi B at all. That's why it stopped. So they says they need to get her situation in order. So they're gonna try to adjust what she's doing to try to settle some payments.
Right.
That's what it is, man. We having a good time. We've been dope. We're flying through this thing. What we got next?
We got the Fast and Furious number 10. Mm-hmm. It received poor reviews.
Say what?
It received poor reviews.
Go ahead, let's go.
It says the light skins are tussling. Vin Diesel claims that Jason Momoa's overacting. Momoa's.
Right.
What I call him, Mimosa.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel claims that Jason Momoa's overacting and scene stealing, or is the reason the Fast and Furious 10 received poor reviews, even though critics were smitten with Jason's performance. If all eye candy Jason coughed on screen, fans would call his skills top tier. Vinny, maybe the story didn't do it for the people.
So you saying basically they was making mockery of what Vinny was saying, because Vinny is in some places saying that he didn't have a good time recording with Jason, right? And also he said that he feels and believes that Jason wasn't the factor in the movie that made it a success. In actuality, he said Jason tore down the movie because he was too cocky. His bravado was too swagalicious. He was too out there, right? And so he's saying that at this point, Jason can just spit at the screen and people be like, oh my God, his spit is so dope. He was like, so Jason couldn't do nothing wrong, but he was screen stealing and stealing the show with his dope bravado. And so I don't know why the movie wasn't a success. It was probably because too much Jason was in it. But the writer said, come on, Vin Diesel, who produces the movies. I didn't know he was producing the movies. Who produced movies? Come on, Vin Diesel. Maybe it was just the script that you wrote for the movie that made the movie a flop. It couldn't have been Aquaman.
Well, I was just waiting. I was just waiting. Nobody want to see Aquaman in the Fast and the Furious. He should have went and got one of them Indy 500 racers, or I'm gonna be honest, or one of the biker boys.
That would have been they never had. Have they had a real racer in these movies?
No,
they're like Bubba, the guy in the NASCAR or something like that. That'd be dope.
I'm sorry, I did not want to see Aquaman.
I wanted to see it though,
but I didn't want to see.
That's
Aquaman
why we haven't seen it, because you ain't want to go see it. I wanted to go.
I want to see Aquaman and Aquaman. I want to see Aquaman in the Fast and the Furious.
I've never seen one Fast and the Furious in its entirety.
We're gonna binge it.
No, we're not gonna binge that. You just said it was whack.
I just said the Fast and Furious 10. I need you to see all the rest of them.
No, I don't need to see all that. I don't need to see Bow Wow and no Fast and Furious. Come on.
You talking about Ludacris? Yeah, he was. He was.
Just because I ain't seen it don't mean I ain't hip, because I've been writing for the newspaper for years. So I've been having to lightweight fake like I saw the movie, doing my little reviews. What we got next?
Okay, so let's end on Cardi B denies dissing Ice Spice. During Hot 97 Summer Jam set, she's saying y'all being too messy.
Okay, let's go.
Cardi B has denied dissing Ice Spice during her set at Hot 97 Summer Jam over the weekend. Cardi took to social media on Sunday night, June the 4th, to clear up rumors about her shading the Munch star after she transitioned into Tomorrow 2 by playing the Annie song, Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and projecting images of Orphan Annie twerking onto the giant on-stage screen. Some fans noted that the striking resemblance between the ginger curly-haired character and rising rap star, and believed Cardi was throwing shade at her fellow Bronx native. Cardi be putting characters of Ice Spice on her set in the same outfit she wore on the IG story when she was rapping Tomorrow 2 and singing Annie before transitioning into Tomorrow 2. Shading a girl that showed nothing but love to you, one person tweeted. Another wrote, Cardi B shading Ice Spice for absolutely no reason, shaking my mother effing head. She knows Ice Spice is about to take her spot. The insecurities jumped out. One fan even claimed that Cardi's apparent dig at Ice Spice stemmed from her recent Princess Diana collaboration with Nicki Minaj, who has been embroiled in a cold war of all kinds of sorts in recent years. Cardi shading Ice Spice unprovoked after she worked with Nicki, y'all. See the pattern, they wrote. Following her Summer Jam set, Cardi jumped on Instagram Live to shut down the speculation. And while she didn't mention Ice Spice by name, she dismissed any chatter surrounding her performance as fans being messy. I was going to tell you what she said.
Okay, what she said.
For y'all motherfuckers that's on Twitter trying to be messy, plus, cut the bullshit. That's not me. Like, come on now. First of all, y'all be wanting me to be messy and things. Y'all want me to be messy, on the songs? Y'all wanted me to be... Nah, come on now. Cut the bullshit. Please.
Why are you moving like the chick?
Get the mat.
You moving like the chick.
Y'all being too messy and y'all being annoying. That's how Cardi talk.
She don't talk like that.
She do. Come on, y'all.
You make a mockery of her. That's damn wrong.
I'm not making. I love Cardi B. I like how she talks. She be like that.
Sounded like a transgender.
Well, hey, I don't got a New York.
Raspberry. You sound like a transgender right now.
I don't got the New York accent.
Crazy.
I don't got the New York accent.
That's so crazy. Hey, guess what though?
What?
You can't tell me she wasn't making mockery of that girl. That girl do look like Orphan Annie. She do look like Annie.
But how's that make a mockery of somebody if that's how you look?
That's what they do at Summer Jam. They put people on the big screen to make mockery. That's just New York tradition. You put people on the big screen in Summer Jam.
So why is the girl mad? If you know that's how they do it at Summer Jam, you know that's what it is. So
she ain't mad. The people saying, "Oh man, Cardi came at Ice Spice," and I don't believe once. I don't think Cardi is that insecure to think she's coming for a spot. I think there's enough room for all these whack ass female rappers that's rapping right now.
Cardi not whack.
I'm just saying. I ain't say Cardi. I said all these whack ass new female rappers that's rapping right now. All this slut rap. Okay, like Jesus Christ, this porn rap.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it a buck, man. It is what it is. Can you rap about something like big ups to Scarlett? Okay. Big up to Scarlett.
Okay? When she tell him, get that shit out of here, they don't want it.
Yeah, I like real MCing and stuff like that. And you can you can put your smut in it as long as it got skills. But if all you doing is shaking it and thonging it, and you have no lyrical skill with it, I can't. It's just hard for me to, you know what I'm saying? Like Nicki Minaj, I can't front. She can really rap. She can rap.
I mean, she do.
And she got the whole pack. She do the slut rap too. And Cardi B, she can rap.
But Nicki don't write her stuff.
Yes, she does. What are you getting at for? Don't argue with me about that. You're gonna sound silly. She have people help her with stuff. That don't mean she don't write her stuff. Some people, like her ex-boyfriend, was writing some of her stuff. That don't mean she ain't right. She ain't like, I was about to say a legendary name, but I wasn't gonna say it. She ain't like those type of rappers. Nicki Minaj know how to make a hit record, and she'll take some pointers from whoever the hell. But she's definitely MC. Okay, and back to Cardi B, she's an MC. She writes stuff too, but you can't tell me sometimes people ain't coming in there writing hooks and stuff like that. But
but she said that she's never not.
I mean, I know because I'm sure as hell she didn't write nothing. Your boy Bruno Mars was singing.
Right, I know, but you know
she's making records right now.
Yeah, she'll let you know.
You know, enough of this slut rap. Okay, enough of this slut rap, and let's put some intelligence with the booty shaking, okay? I'm just saying. For this slut rap. Hey, you know, this is the part of the show we get a little more conscious with it.
Okay, so
take us out of here, man.
So you know what, my sisters, y'all gotta show up and show out so that my husband won't be saying the things y'all saying is slut rap. Y'all got to represent.
Hey, come on now. I heard people saying on the internet talking about the color of their booty hole. Okay, that's not that's hilarious though.
But look at her rap name though.
We ain't gonna say her name because I want to disrespect the sister because I understand she like conscious brothers. She like conscious brothers. I like that. She conscious. She making records though. So I know once I realized who she was really into, she's being an artist right now. But she's still making what people want. The question is, these artists from the gun clapping to the ass clapping. They making what they assume the market is asking for. You can't make no conscious rap if the people aren't buying it, so the labels aren't signing it like that. But all these streaming people, everybody without these major deals, you telling me you can't make the songs you want to?
And that's why I was getting ready to go with it for. I mean, I get it. Us Africans living over here in America don't even really realize how much that industry, what it does, the hypnosis, the influence that it has for the generations that is now and that's coming after. I wish they would do a little bit more homework with the music and everything. I heard something super dope today that we was listening to this morning before I went to work. We was listening to a brother. He was having an interview, and when he said,
"Who's the brother? The brother?
I cannot think of his name, but he was over in Africa. We was listening to the African channel, the YouTube channel.
Okay, he's from America.
He's from America.
He repatriated to Ghana.
Okay, right.
So okay,
that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
He mentioned something today that it stuck in my mind all day today. That now I really want to go back and kind of listen to that 60s and 70s music when he was talking about "I'm Black and I'm Proud" by James Brown. It didn't dawn on me how powerful those lyrics were, how my mom and them at that time was growing up in that era and in that movement and what those words really meant. I wish that our artists would, really understand some of the powerful things that they can do with the music, and they don't actually, to me, need the major labels to
see what. And I like you. That's love you speaking, but it's incorrect. And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. The question is, do the music dictate to the people, or do the people dictate the music? I'm gonna say it again. Do the industry dictates to the streets, or do the streets dictate to the music? So if I'm living that lifestyle, I'm gonna make that music. If I want to get into, if I want to make some relevant music, I'm gonna imitate that lifestyle. So it's like, which come first, the egg or the chicken? Which come first? The question is, do the music dictate to the streets, or do the streets dictate to the music? It's whatever. Now, when you say Black and I'm Proud and all that stuff that was going on, all that conscious music that's going on, The Last Poet, Curtis Mayfield, all that stuff. Curtis Mayfield is known for some good music, also known for some black exploitation stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, everybody was pimping back then. So Curtis Mayfield was making, Superfly and all that stuff. Okay. Then in the 60s, that was the 70s, Curtis Mayfield. But in the 60s, James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud, Gil Scott-Heron, and all these people was making that conscious music. James Brown, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud. The streets are dictating to the music. These artists are singing the cries of the community, and they're reflecting it because they are a part of the community and they feel the struggle, so they are part of it. We're so deep in foolishness with the slut rap, the gang rap, the gun rap. That's all that the record labels are putting out, and they're perpetrating it on the kid that want to rap. So you got kids rapping what they're hearing. They ain't even got to see it. These kids could be from wherever the hell Ja Morant is from. He ain't from the hood like that.
Right.
You see how it's mimicking?
Right.
I seen one guy say they playing that same kind of rap in the damn arenas. Throat Baby. I think big ups to I think who is this? Kwame Brown said, "How y'all gonna shit on Ja Morant about his rap love and how he mimic rap? There's always a artist wanted to be sports or athletics. Athletics want to be rappers, and you running around celebrating this guy who's celebrating that music culture. People think it's just a gang culture. He's doing the music culture as well, and in the backdrop, it's the same music. Got little kids. Big up to Kwame Brown. He made a good point. Got little kids singing Throat Babies in the arena. If you know what they were saying, this is crazy. Listen, we can go on and on. We get deep, man. Take us out of here, man. Just
go ahead and get the comments. You guys know I love reading the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you guys know when the videos come up. Thank you for tuning in with me, Shar Johnson, and my husband, the God, Brother Hiram McKean, and we are giving you the usual suspects.